Hi everybody, welcome to the Rafa's press conference, his final one of the season pre-match anyways. We're going to be bringing the news of what he said in the press conference today, so let's jump straight into it. So I was talking about the game against Barnsley. He said that the players go into the game with a smile on their face and hopefully afterwards there's a bigger one afterwards. Of course, we're relying heavily on Aston Villa, which, you know, the rivalry the last 5-6 years with Villa hasn't been the greatest with their fans, but if they can nick a point, you would expect Newcastle to beat Barnsley at home. Of course, Adam Armstrong is ineligible to play, so he's played his final game for Barnsley. We'll have to see how that one goes on throughout the summer. But, you know, he's happy that the objective at the start of the season was just to get promotion. That happened, and he's now said, let's go for the title, why not? So happy that he said that, because ideally we want to win the league, but yeah, it's not priority, you know. Mike Ashley, he was asked a question from a few reporters of the situation with Mike Ashley. He said that he'll meet Mike Ashley next week, and he feels that it's quite positive because Mike has saw how the club have progressed this season, and he wants the best for the club as well. He needs money. Rafa's talked about he needs money. He needs to know transfers, players coming in, coming out. He's also mentioned that this is key, I think. If you want to compete, you have to spend money, but he said how much is difficult to understand at this present moment. So that meeting next week, of course, we'll be bringing the updates of that as well. Of course, that's key. It's massive depending on over the summer. From what I'm gathering, looking at the press conference, Rafa wants to stay. He just wants that reassurance from Mike Ashley year on year on. And I think we're all going to have it every year, that the speculation that Rafa Benitez could potentially leave. We're going to have it every year because Rafa's quite political, very clever how he plays the media, and he gets the fans on board. And he'll be presenting that to Mike Ashley without a shadow of a doubt. Just touching on the charge that he got from the FA, his response was, I was surprised. That's what his response was on the bit of a daft charge from the FA, because comments about in Spain it's unlikely that you'll get a referee supporting a direct rival, you know, and is it really that bad? I think it'll be a slap on the wrist, maybe a fine in the worst case scenario. He was asked a question about fans. He's mentioned he's got the same ambition as the fans. He wants to push Newcastle on. He needs to talk. He's remaining calm at the moment, and he needs to know what he needs. He knows what to do. So that's basically referring back to the Mike Ashley question, because that came back in the press conference as well. So as I mentioned, he was after the title this weekend. Promotion was the priority. He was asked that question again. Just touching on players' injuries, he touched upon Jamal Lascelles playing for the pain barrier, which I have to applaud. He's been playing in pain for about 4 or 5 months. And that's real leadership. People question Jamal Lascelles' leadership, but even Jamal Lascelles mentioned he couldn't even kick the ball with his left foot because of his hernia. He had a double hernia operation earlier on the week, so absolutely fantastic. Obviously, I've mentioned that Vernon Nita was playing for the pain barrier, but Rafa has also come out and said that Matt Ritchie has also been playing in pain this season as well. So this Sunday, you're probably going to see a bit of a makeshift lineup again. I don't think it'll be the full strength, because obviously we've got injuries. So maybe even you might take a couple of kids on the bench potentially, but you would think Newcastle would go in against Barnsley, get 3 points, and then you're just looking across the other results, aren't you, with Brighton and Aston Villa. So later on today, we'll be giving you the opposition preview with Barnsley, so do keep an eye out for that as well. And of course, tomorrow will be the whiteboard. Okay, thank you very much for watching Newcastle Fans TV, and we shall be seeing you all later.